What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the first video of the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. First of all, you are on the ground floor of what I hope will be a vast online community one day where we're all helping each other. Rise and shine, right? My gym opens at 5 a.m. so that is why I wake up at this time. I've got to get moving soon before the parking lot gets too full. You've got to stay stealthy when you're living in your car. It is, yeah, like I said, it's 5 a.m. where I'm at currently here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And it's only 37 degrees, but I'm perfectly warm because this mummy sleeping bag that I have here is gangster. Best purchase I've ever made. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all more in a minute. I'm gonna move to the Panera Bread parking lot. They open at 6. I'll probably get there. Oh, well, I'll definitely get there before 6. But I'll work a little bit in the parking lot, I think. See y'all in a minute. Okay, hello again, y'all. I'm now situated in the front seat of my car. I have, hopefully you can hear me over my heat going full blast. I have to do that, not so much for the heat, but to clear my windshield. God damn, did these people next to me just get in an accident? They really done hit each other. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, you gotta... Oh, he done just drove away. Oh shit, the other one's chasing after him. Okay, yeah, because when you're sleeping in your car, you've got to, from the time you decide you need to wake up, which is going to be early, you're not gonna last long sleeping in your car if you're the kind of person that has to sleep until 10 a.m. Because when you sleep in your car, contrary to popular belief, you actually don't have to crack your windows. Your car has more than enough cracks in it already to let in enough air for you to not suffocate. That's why when it's freezing outside, it doesn't take long for the inside of your car to get freezing as well. It's not like you have the heat running in your car when you drive to work. You go into work all day for 8 hours, you come back out and your car's still warm if you don't start it like in advance. But one thing that cracking your windows a little bit does do is when you don't crack your windows, you're over hours and hours throughout the night as you're sleeping, your exhaled breath condensates. Is that a word? Condensate. I'll just say it. Y'all know what I mean. Condensation gets over all the windows. So, and that's a telltale sign both for law enforcement and savvy business owners that are in the know that someone's sleeping in their car on their parking lot. So it's best to clear that out fairly quickly when you wake up. Anyways, after that little diatribe and the little fender bender there, on to the topic of the video: why I will never work a regular job ever again. So I had this epiphany, and I heard this from Gary Vee a long time ago. And this is also a quote from Fight Club, or at least along the same lines, one of the best movies ever, but we work jobs we hate to buy things we don't need to impress people we don't even like, and we don't even really want the things that we definitely don't need to impress the people that we don't like. It's crazy. And so I've been thinking, as I finally quit Chipotle a few days ago, my last regular job. Chipotle, if you see this, you actually weren't the worst job I ever worked, but I had enough of you. Y'all have some serious issues you need working out. Like, why am I going to live to work, spend my life living to work, when I don't need any of the things that all the extra money I bring in needs? Like, what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to live to live. And because our society is set up in a way where you need this thing called money that's actually not worth the paper it's printed on without the collective value that we all put on it, we have to have this thing called money to buy, to be able to feed, clothe, and give ourselves shelter. Which, by the way, is a form of, that system is a form of modern day slavery. Now, I'm not comparing it to like slavery in the historical context so we know it. Obviously, none of our lives, at least certainly not mine, and 99% sure anybody who has the ability to watch this video, because you can afford a smartphone, if nothing else. I understand, like, chains and whips and all that were a lot worse, but if you think about it, our masters, the 1% at the top, they don't need chains and whips anymore. Think about it like this. So you're a slave, right? You work for free, but in return you get food, clothing, and shelter, because a dead slave is worthless, so they have to keep you alive. Nowadays, we work, we get money, but for many of us, by the time we feed, clothe, and give ourselves shelter with that money, there's no money left at the end of the month. So basically, you're working for free to feed, clothe, and house yourselves. And some people can't even do that with how much money they make working full time. They gotta go get a second job. It's crazy if you think about it. So I'm done. I've checked out of that. I quit my job, moved into my car. So now I'm not paying rent anymore every month. And if y'all could feel the weight off my shoulders that has already been lifted off of me, all of y'all would move into your cars. I'm going to talk about moving into your car and more videos in the future as I get more experience with it. I don't feel qualified enough yet. I've only been in it less than a week, but I love it so far. But now I'm just going to live, and I'm just going to work enough to give me the money to do the things that I want to do with my life. I'm just going to work just enough to fund my passions and the things that I love. Somebody's walking by, she's looking in here. Oh, she's kind of cute. Anyways, to fund my passions and the things that I want to do, feed and clothe myself. But I got plenty of clothes, so really I'm down to just feeding myself. And maybe have a little bit to put away for a rainy day. You know, when you're living in your car, you've got to have money put away for repairs, because when you live in your car and your car breaks down, now you're homeless. So, like, okay, think about it like this. What do you want to do with your life? So I'll tell y'all for me. My 3 passions are bodybuilding, language learning, and traveling. And those last two go hand in hand. And by the way, with bodybuilding, that sounds really pretentious. Right now it's just lifting weights and eating right. I'm laying the foundation. But I hope to look good enough to be able to call myself a bodybuilder one day. So the way most people go about it is they slave away in some corporate job they hate for 40 years, 40, 50 years, to then be able to retire to spend their life pursuing their passions after their body and their mind has already started to give up on them. Or you can do what I'm doing and spend your entire life pursuing those passions and work just enough to have enough money to fund what you want to do. For example, this past winter, I was able to backpack in Portugal, the Czech Republic, and Germany for a month. Time of my life. My next big trip is going to be, I'm going to Colombia for 6 months to do a language immersion program. I've worked it out, I need to save about 15,000 US dollars, 15 grand. So all the working I'm gonna do is just enough money to put gas in this car, feed myself, save a couple hundred a month for a rainy day, and then save up that 15 grand. That's it, that's all the working that I'm doing. I'm not looking for jobs where I earn X salary to make myself feel good about myself and impress my parents. I'm not working some job to make X salary so I can buy Y brand car to impress some girls at the club. No. I'm only working. Let me put it this way. If food was free and I could travel for free somehow, I wouldn't work at all. And I encourage all of you guys to look at your lives the same way. Work-life balance is garbage. That implies that work is still 50% of your life, that work and the rest of your life are balanced. No, that's insane. That's crazy. Instead, I encourage you to see your life as a pizza. And I got this from Timothy Ward, shout out to him. I want to give credit where credit is due. Work is just one slice of the pie, and the rest of your pie, you have family and friends and spending time with them, fitness, sleeping, a proper amount, not 5 hours like many people in corporate America are conditioned to live off of. Sleeping, eating, learning, self-development, skill development, leisure and entertainment, passions. I separate passions and entertainment because passions to me is more of an active process, whereas entertainment in my mind is like going to a hockey game or watching Netflix. Work should just be one slice of the pie. And I encourage you all to look at it that way. Work to fund your life and what you want to do with it. Not working to earn the most amount of money possible. Work to earn the most amount of passion and joy and excitement and love in your life as possible. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna go to Panera now and work for a couple hours. Talk to y'all later. Hello again. I am in Panera now, about to start studying Spanish. I'm the only one in here besides the workers, which is just the way I like it, because it's quieter and less awkward to record. going to be watching Frontier Verde or Green Frontier on Netflix. You can see that. It's kind of supernatural, thrillery, but in the context of a murder investigation. So kind of along the same lines of Dark, the famous German show on Netflix, or DOA, if you've seen that. True Detective. Hello. Someone was looking at me. Alright, talk more later. What's up again, you guys? Man, I look kind of terrible. I need I need to get a haircut, shave. Anyways, I'm about to eat lunch. I was gonna study Spanish while I watch lunch. Jesus Christ. While I eat lunch, I was gonna study Spanish, watching Netflix. I was gonna take it into my Barnes and Noble, but I ended up getting like some extra goodies today, so I didn't want to take all that in. And that squat session at the gym has me, plus a couple squats with abs with incline walking on the treadmill. I'm exhausted right now. I need a minute before I go into more work. So, but I didn't want to just like waste the time on YouTube, so I thought I would talk to the people some more. So I'll show you what I got here. First of all, I've got some cold coffee from this morning from Panera. Oh, this glares. And I got, let me show y'all what I got. I'll show you, this is what I eat. I eat this every single day while I'm cutting. Fajita chicken from Walmart. No cooking needed at all. 600 calories and 104 grams of protein for the entire package. But I got some extra stuff. No, I'm not like cheating. I can fit all this into my macros. But I got Almond Joy. Shout out Almond Joy. Probably the most underrated candy bar. Reese's and Butterfinger are my favorite, but you know, you gotta switch it up. And I got these blue corn chips to go with this hummus. Damn, this glare. There you go, you can see the hummus there. Yeah. Oh, and I got, even though I don't need this since I get unlimited all-you-can-drink coffee from Panera with the Sips Club subscription that I have, I still got me. Bro, this glare. There, if I turn it sideways. There you go. Blue Slush, Alani. Y'all know how it goes. Let me get this out of the way. I already drank that. So yeah, I got some stuff I didn't need, but frankly, I'm carb depleted, so let me get, I should have got all set up here before I started talking to y'all. My bad, my bad. Bro, where's my, fuck. My utensils are up. I know my utensils are up here, because yeah, because I used them this morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. this car is gonna be more orderly soon. Here, I'll let y'all see how messy it is back there. Bro, move your big ass head out of the way. I know y'all are thinking that, yeah. But, I need to get rid of more stuff first, so I'll just clean it out when I do that. Let me tilt that down a little bit. There you go. So, once again, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about, but at least I'm not still half asleep like I was this morning. I know what the topic of discussion was. The not working a regular job ever again. Where can I go with that? Actually, I have something. Kind of along the same lines of the like, yeah, living to live instead of living to work. I actually came across this today. It's crazy how stuff like this happens. Or I didn't come across it because I don't scroll social media. I just thought of it. There's a parable of a Mexican fisherman. And I'm not going to read the whole thing word for word. I'll just say verbatim what I know from my memory. But, oh, this lady's looking at me. That happens when you're a content creator. People be looking at you. Vlogging is like socially acceptable, but only like 80% socially acceptable, if that makes sense. Anyway, so there was a Mexican fisherman. Once upon a time, there was a Mexican fisherman who he would wake up, take a long walk on the beach, go back inside, have a slow breakfast and coffee with his family, go fish for a few hours, catch just what he needed for the day, come home in the afternoon, take a siesta, wake up, have dinner with his family, then go out at night with his friends, come back late, sleep in late, and do it all over again the next day. One day he met an American businessman who was traveling on business in Mexico, and he told the fisherman, you know what you could do? You could become rich catching fish. And the fisherman said, I don't need to become rich. I have everything I want in life. And he said, no, you need extra money put away in the bank to protect you and your family for, you know, if you get injured one day and can't fish. All right, sorry, y'all, gotta eat this real quick. Oh, that was so good. I'm starving. So he goes out and he starts dedicating himself to catching more fish. You know, skipping his afternoon siesta, then it's going out earlier, then staying out later, skipping his time with friends out. Then the American tells him, and he is making more money, so then the American tells him, you know what you can do? You need to expand your fishing. You need to hire deckhands on your boat so you can concentrate more on finding the fish. You know, you don't need to be wasting hours cleaning your boat. The fisherman was like, yeah, all right. So he hired a few deckhands. That made him have to work even more to pay the deckhands. But he was making more money. So the American businessman said, you know what you need to do? You need to buy another boat so you can expand your fishing operation. And all the while, so he does that. He's still making more money. So the businessman tells him you need to buy another boat, and then 2 more boats, and 3 more boats. And all the while, the fisherman guy is thinking in his head, why am I doing this? My life is no different with all this extra money. We have nicer things, but I'm still living the same experiences every day. But he thinks, you know, America is this vast, developed country. This must just be what you're supposed to do. Eventually, the businessman says, you know what you need to do? You need to put your business on them. No way. You need to move to New York. Keep your fishing operation here in Mexico, but open another branch in New York and concentrate your efforts there, because you'll make more money in America. So he moves to New York. He hates it, longs to return to Mexico every day, but again, this is what you're supposed to do as a man. Earn all this money. Eventually, the American tells him, you need to put your business on the stock market. Cash out. So he does that. Now he's beholden to all these things, and he has to work certain times and meet all these metrics. He doesn't even know what any of them mean. He's now miserable fishing, which used to be his greatest love in life, besides his family, that he never sees anymore. He missed his own daughter's wedding because he couldn't make it home because there was an issue with the business and the board was demanding answers. And eventually one day, he asked the American, why am I doing all this? What's the end game? And the American said, so you can live like me one day when you retire. So you can wake up late, take long walks on the beach, take a siesta in the afternoon, enjoy breakfast with your family, dinner with your family, and go out with your friends at night and live, you know, in a tropical paradise in Mexico. What's the takeaway there? Do you really need to spend your entire life working to achieve what you want in life, or can you just do what you want in life with a little bit of money? You need to analyze how much money do you actually need to do what you want in life. And I promise you, it's not as much as you think. You want to travel? You want to go backpack in Europe for 3 months? You don't need 20 grand. You don't need 10 grand. Probably don't even need 5 grand. You can volunteer at hostels, free accommodation, sometimes even free food. You can volunteer with World Packers. If big cities aren't your thing, don't go to hostels, volunteer on farms. That's free accommodation and free food with World Packers. There are, you know, you can apply with the Peace Corps if you live in the US, or any number of hundreds of NGOs and volunteer organizations around the world. You can, you know, figure out how to make a little money online. If you live in like Southeast Asia or, you know, certain parts of India, you only need to make like 2 grand a month to live comfortably. And that's easier said than done. I'm trying to do that myself, but it can be done. 2 grand a month is a lot less daunting than 20 grand a month that you need in a big US city to be comfortable. So, all that to say, when you're sitting in your office job that makes you want to jump off the nearest bridge, think about, do I really need to be here to live the life that I've always dreamed of living? Or can I start today? And if I can't start today, take action. Don't just sit there like a houseplant. What can I start doing today that will get me closer to the life that I want to live, that doesn't require money. Maybe it's learning a new language, so job opportunities in places you want to travel open up. You know, maybe it's, you know, hopping on coolworks.com and seeing what seasonal jobs are open. You can travel working in national parks and ski resorts. You can work in campgrounds. There's endless things you can do. So, find ways to do what you want to do without all the money. When you stop focusing so much on the money, ironically, you figure the money out. You get the money that you need. So do that. All right, I need to finish my lunch here. Talk to y'all later. I am back at Barnes & Noble, my second stint of the day. I just DoorDashed for an hour, only an hour, because I hadn't DoorDashed in a long time, so I don't have like Top Dasher yet. So I've got to, like, for this month I have to schedule shifts, but at least where I live, you can only schedule them like a week in advance, and you got to like jump on it. Fortunately, I know right when they go live, so I'm booked out starting like Thursday, but in the meantime, like, there's no available hours. So anyways, I'm back here for the second time. I'm about to work on editing this video, actually. I'm just chugging my coffee from this morning before I go in, because I'm going to take another drink in, my like greens and creatine, and I don't want to be walking in with like 2 drinks and a bag and my laptop, you know, looking with my crazy hair, like, because I need this Barnes & Noble, so I can't have them start thinking, you know, I'm a crazy person and not wanting me to come in. I'm planning on leaving where I'm at within the next couple weeks, but I'll have to be up out of here soon, sooner than that if I get banned from this Barnes & Noble. So, but yeah, I'll film a little bit going in the second time. I forgot to earlier, just because I had a longer lunch than I wanted, so I was trying to, like, I hate the feeling of like wasting time, and I know it's a fault, and I'll probably make a separate video about that, but I feel guilty when I'm not productive, and so that's why, like, something I learned about when I backpacked through Europe for a month, Portugal, Czech Republic, and Germany. I want to do language immersion programs when I travel, that or volunteer work, but I'm passionate about language learning. So just because by the end of that trip, like, I'd say the first 2 weeks I was like in paradise, like euphoria every day, and then the third week I started like coming back down to the, and then by the 4th week I was like ready to go home, just because I felt like I was stagnating and even like going backwards in my self-development. And so, and I know that's an awful mindset to have on vacation, but where was I going with that? Oh, but yeah, so I like was feeling guilty about taking longer on lunch than I thought. You know, I had my chips and hummus that I showed y'all, my Almond Joy. I was enjoying all that, but then I was like, okay, I need to get to work. So I like hustled inside, sat down, immediately flipped open my laptop. Then I had to go take a dump. That annoyed me. So, but I'll get a little B-roll footage in there. It's a good exercise for me anyways. I'm trying to get more confident about filming in public. But yeah, I thought I would come in and talk to y'all for a second while I chug this. Man, this is not good. I had something I was gonna talk to y'all about, but I forgot it, so now we're just I was gonna say shooting the, I don't know if I can curse yet. I need to look into that. Like, if I'm cursing in all my videos, not that I have like 2 subscribers as of recording this. It'll be funny to say that one day if I have like, well, I don't want to put a specific number on it, but I don't know if you can curse and still stay monetized. which is, I'm not doing this channel to make money, but like, it would be nice. It would be nice. Like if someone if I'm walking down the street and someone hands me a $20 bill, you know, I'm gonna be like, what's the catch? But if he says there's no catch, you know, I'm not gonna turn down free money. God damn, this is not good. This is not good. Ugh. Ugh. All right. I'll catch y'all inside Barnes & Noble. Let me finish this. Guys, we're getting kicked out. No, okay, you guys literally don't know how excited I am right now. So my gym, the Wi-Fi does not extend into the parking lot at all, barely even past the door. So I come here to my Walmart, and the parking lot is parking lot is great. The Wi-Fi is great into the parking lot. Like, I'm in decent ways into the parking lot because, you know, got to stay stealthy. And the Wi-Fi is great. I can finish working on this YouTube video. Oh, this car life is so fun. It's a never-ending adventure, you guys. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Finally, it went way too long. I have complete acceptance that this video is complete garbage. I'm going to look back on this one day and be so embarrassed, but it'll be cool and motivating because future videos, like the next video I already know is going to be better, and future videos will be so much better. It won't even be funny, except it will be for the most part. With that, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'll probably record again tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hitting bench, so I'll show you guys that top set. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.